The city of El Dorado was concealed by a forest canopy deep inside the Colombian rainforests. Or maybe it happened in the southwest of the country. Or was it even a city? After the discovery of the Aztec and Incan empires in the 16th century, stories of a golden metropolis took up in Europe like wildfire. Throughout the 16th and 17th centuries, this legend grew, capturing the imaginations of adventurers like Sir Walter Raleigh and Francisco Vázquez de Coronado, who set out in pursuit of the fabled city, sometimes with disastrous consequences. Even though the mythology of El Dorado's origins is convoluted, cruel, and political, it is nevertheless a well-known myth that attracts academics' interest. The Muisca people lived in what is now Colombia from around 600 to 1600. According to Mark Aronson, assistant professor of library science at Rutgers University and author of Sir Walter Raleigh and the Quest for El Dorado, this great culture, centered around the area that would become the city of Bogota, is likely what inspired the tale of El Dorado. The tale could have its origins in a coronation ritual the Muisca people had to honor new rulers. According to Aronson, the object of honor would be coated with gold dust, put on a raft, and then paddled to the center of Lake Guatavita, where they would jump in and have the gold washed off of them. As sacrifices to the gods, gold and precious stones were also thrown into the lake. The Muisca people were renowned for their mastery in workmanship, particularly in the area of gold carving. Gold and its gleaming sheen were treasured because of their connection to Zu, one of their most revered gods, the sun deity. Gold was not utilized as money at this period. Instead, artists carved tunjos, which are flat sculptures, masks, jewelry, and other specialized things. A large portion of the Muisca people's golden artwork, which was employed in funeral rituals, has subsequently been discovered in graves. One of these pieces shows a group of individuals on a ceremonial raft. One of them is taller than the others and wearing a ceremonial headgear. One of the most convincing pieces of proof that the ritual that gave rise to the El Dorado tale truly occurred is this old artwork. The Spanish conquistadors marched into the Muiscan realm in pursuit of the fabled gold-covered monarch. After finding gold and other treasures in both the Aztec and Inca empires and learning about El Dorado, or the Gilded One, via stories. The mythical leader's remains were not discovered, but the Spanish continued to rule the region because of its natural riches. The tale itself developed with the search for El Dorado. A city-sized collection of buried treasure troves had evolved from what had once been a wealth-laden monarch. The mythology became conflated with the idea that there was the lost gold of the Incas. According to Aronson, despite the fact that proof of the Muisca ritual had been discovered. Expeditions were dispatched into the unexplored territories of the Americas in the middle to late 16th century in an effort to locate the mythical city because the European desire for gold and wealth was so great, particularly during the time when Spain and England were at war. But the search for El Dorado would turn out to be a complete failure. Some explorers, like Raleigh, believed the gold was stashed away in either Mano or Omagua, towns that were considered to be in what is now Venezuela or Brazil. In 1595, Raleigh made an effort to locate the lost city of El Dorado and return its wealth to England after losing the Queen's favor. He was successful in overrunning the Spanish bastion at San Jose de Oruro in Trinidad, but he was unsuccessful in his more ambitious plan. Raleigh was charged with treason against the monarch a few years later. After the passing of the Queen and the accession of monarch, James I. Raleigh tried to discover El Dorado once again in an effort to restore his dignity, but this time only if he agreed not to cause any trouble with Spain. But against Raleigh's instructions, his soldiers assaulted the Spanish outpost Santo Tomé de Guayana, in what is now Venezuela, while he was ill. Raleigh was beheaded and sent back to England empty-handed. Coronado's journey brought him across the majority of what is now the southwestern United States. The Grand Canyon and other well-known natural features were seen during his voyage, but any communities they came across did not have any gold. The majority of the Zuni settlements he came through were inhabited by talented artisans, farmers, and craftspeople. Coronado was harsh to the indigenous people he met, pushing his way into their towns and either murdering them outright or destroying their food supplies to cause them to starve. However, several of the natives he encountered encouraged his expedition to keep going north in search of the 7 cities of gold by confirming that they really did exist. Thank you for joining us on this captivating journey through the secrets of the lost city of gold. If you enjoyed this adventure as much as we did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thrilling explorations and historical revelations.